Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Privileges and Elections Full Committee. This is the first committee meeting of the 2022 session. My name is Margaret Ranson. I've been appointed chair. I have great respect for the position the speaker has placed upon me. I'm humbled and confident we will all carry out our responsibilities to get our work done in a just manner. The first thing that we're going to do this morning is introduce ourselves through the committee and also out to the public. We are being live streamed. I'll go first. I'm Delegate Margaret Ranson. I represent the 99th District in the Commonwealth of Virginia. It's made up of Caroline County, King George, Westmoreland, Northumberland, Lancaster, and Richmond County. We'll start over to our left, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Glad to see you as chairman of this committee. We were elected in the same year, so some people know that and some people don't. But nevertheless, happy to be here. Israel Oakley, and I represent the 5th House District, which is the cities of Bristol and Galax, all of Grayson County, and parts of Smith and Washington counties.
Good morning. My name is Mark Sickles. I'm from the 43rd District, which is a slice of southern Fairfax County. I have the auto train in my district to give you and people come from all over the Northeast to put their car on a train and go to Disney World. And this will start my 19th year on this committee. Glad to be here. Thanks so much. Congratulations, Madam Chairman.
Hello, my name is Schuyler Van Valkenburg, delegate in Western Henrico, the 72nd District, and I find it a little surreal that I'm the second ranking member on this side, because unlike Delegate Sickles, I have not been here for 19 years. But I'm looking forward to working with you, Madam Chair, and congratulations.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I am Paul Krizak. I represent the 44th District. That's the southeastern portion of Fairfax County, the two magisterial districts of Mount Vernon and Lee in Fairfax County. And it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Madam Chair.
I'm Delegate David Reed, representing the 32nd District, which is the eastern portion of Loudoun County, and I'm glad to be here, Madam Chair.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Congratulations. I'm Shelley Simons. I represent the top half of Newport News, including Fort Eustis, in the 94th District.
Good morning. I'm Delegate Candy Munden King. I represent the 2nd District in Prince William and Stafford counties.
Good morning. Congratulations, Madam Chair. Pleasure to be here. Michelle Maldonado, delegate for the 50th District, which encompasses the city of Manassas, and parts of Prince William County on the west side of the county.
Good morning. I'm Jackie Glass of the 89th District, which is a portion, the western and southern portions of Norfolk, Virginia. And thank you, Madam Chair.
Hi, my name is Karen Greenhall, Delegate Karen Greenhall. I represent the 85th District in Virginia Beach.
Good morning. My name is Philip Scott. I represent the 88th District, which is Spotsylvania County, Stafford County, Fauquier County, and parts of Fred City. Thank you, Madam Chair. It's going to be a pleasure to serve with you.
Good morning. My name is Kim Taylor. I represent the 63rd, which includes the County of Dinwiddie, the City of Petersburg, and Chesterfield County.
Good morning. My name is Ren Williams. I represent the 9th District, which is the majority of Franklin, all of Patrick, and a slice of Henry County.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Congratulations. My name is Rob Blocks. I represent the 100th District. That's the Eastern Shore of Virginia, the Accomack and Northam County, and I have a piece of Norfolk.
Good morning, Madam Chair, and again, congratulations. My name is John McGuire. I represent District 56, that's Western Henrico County, eastern half of Goochland County, all of Louisa County, and parts of Spotsylvania around Lake Anna, and it's a huge honor.
Good morning and congratulations, Madam Chair. I also came in with the chairman, and that's just really nice to see three of us on the same committee here doing this great work. I'm Chris Head. I represent the 17th District, which is parts of Botetourt, Roanoke, and Roanoke County and Roanoke City.
Jay Leftwich. I represent the 78th House District, which is now the 90th, so I'm not sure which I should refer to. Look forward to working with the committee. Congratulations, Madam Chair. I have a lot of respect for you and your ability, and know this committee will run very well. Thank you.
Good morning. Les Adams, representing the 16th District in Southside Virginia. It's Pittsylvania County, Henry County, and the city of Martinsville.
Thank you. And we have a great new clerk, 2 new clerks on staff, and if they could introduce themselves, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My name is Hunter Young. I am honored and excited to be the committee clerk for this committee this session. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm Jordan Suratan, and I am the clerk for this room.
And Meg?
I'm Meg Lamb. I'm the senior attorney with the Division of Legislative Services, and this is my 9th session as counsel for the House Privileges and Elections Committee.
I would be remiss in saying maybe everyone cannot see them, but the IT staff that takes up the entire corner over there, I don't know what we would do without you all. We appreciate you so much throughout the years and especially now. Thank you for everything that you all do. And the person that is really running the show here is our Paige Harris-Peak from Abingdon. She's going to keep things rolling for us. She'll be with us throughout session. Thank you, Harris. All right, we are going to start now, going into just the standing order of how this committee is going to be run. There are going to be a lot of bills that come through the Privileges and Elections Committee. As chair, I'm going to docket those certainly within 24-hour advance notice. We're going to quickly work through those bills to make sure that we meet our deadlines. We are definitely going to have large dockets in each of those subcommittees. With limited time, we're going to have virtual testimony. We're going to have in-person public testimony. Additionally, I want to make the public aware that you're able to send written testimony for specific bills through HOD Speak. All committees, again, will be live streamed. Anyone who intends to participate in person for public comment, I just want to remind you, you will need to remain seated until called upon. Signs, banners, and disruptions will not occur during subcommittees or in full committee. You will be asked to leave, so I want to make sure that all disruptions during these committees are not going to be tolerated. And at this time, I want to announce our subcommittees. The page will be sending those around, Harris. Okay, Subcommittee 1 will meet Tuesday at 7 a.m. in House Room 1. The chairman will be Chris Head, and on that committee is Les Adams, Delegate Leftwich, Delegate McGuire, Delegate Scott, Delegate Greenhall, Delegate Van Valkenburg, Delegate Dawn Adams, Delegate Reed, Delegate Glass. Subcommittee 2 will meet Wednesday at 7 a.m. in House Room 1. The chairman will be Delegate O'Quinn. On that subcommittee will be Delegate Bloxham, Delegate Williams, Delegate Taylor, Delegate Waxman, Delegate Sickles, Delegate Munden King, Delegate Maldonado. Subcommittee 3 will meet Friday at 7 a.m. in House Room 3. The chairman of that subcommittee will be Delegate Les Adams. The committee members will be Delegate Head, Delegate Bloxham, Delegate Williams, Delegate Greenhall, Delegate Converse Fowler, Delegate Krizik, Delegate Simons. We'll have extra copies of those additionally to go out. With us today, we have Secretary Designee Kay Cole James to have a little presentation to speak to the full committee about her background, and we're excited to hear from her. So please come forward, and thank you for being with us this morning, and really appreciate your attendance.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on your new role as chair.
I want to thank the committee for the opportunity to come and just share a little bit this morning about my background, my hopes and dreams and aspirations for this new challenge that I've been offered by our governor-elect. In some ways, I feel like many of the things that I've done in my past have sort of gotten me ready and prepared for this. When I look at that office, the first thing I think about is that the Secretary of the Commonwealth, with its constituent services, is the portal for many Virginians to bring before the governor their concerns, their complaints, their anxieties, or something they want to just have an audience about or to hear. And so for me, that particular portion of the Office of the Secretary of the Commonwealth is key to make all Virginians feel, and not only feel, but know that they have a portal and a voice and that they will be heard and listened to. And so I want to make sure that we have a world-class operation there to provide an opportunity for citizens in the Commonwealth to express their concerns. I've done that kind of work before and look forward to bringing the knowledge and skills and abilities to bear on that. Some of you may know that I had the privilege of serving as the U.S. Office Director for Personnel Management. And with that, I had the responsibility for finding talent for the federal government and finding talent that would serve in our civil service, not the political, but the civil service. And serving our country and serving our Commonwealth, I think, is one of the most important things that we can ask of any citizen. So finding and identifying talent and putting together high-performing teams is something I've had the privilege of doing before and look forward to doing on behalf of the Commonwealth. Some of you may know that somehow in my youth and childhood, I must have done something terribly wrong because I was asked to chair the National Gambling Commission. And in that capacity, I had to bring together and build consensus across party lines, bring people together for a common goal. And in that capacity, it was interesting to me. It was a real learning curve as I learned about our indigenous people and understood nationhood. And so with that, I look forward to being the liaison for the governor to the 11 tribes in Virginia and have already had a learning curve there and exactly what that means and look forward to that. I will tell you that more often than not, when people think of the Secretary of the Commonwealth, they immediately go to and think about the appointments to boards and commissions, and they focus on that. That is absolutely critically important for running so many of the commissions that have a profound impact on our lives and our universities and how they are governed. I will be assisting the governor in identifying high-quality talent to serve in that capacity. But very often what gets overlooked and is an important part of this particular job as well is looking at restoration of rights and pardons. And I want you to know that both on a personal level and a professional level, that is very important to me. And as far as I'm concerned, those pardon requests and those restoration of rights requests that will come across my desk will not be treated as numbers, but they will be treated as individuals with stories, and they will be given proper consideration. It's a big job. It's an important job, but it's one that I am humbly taking on. And it's one that I believe touches every Virginian's lives, and one that I look forward to working with you on in the coming years. So with that, I am happy to answer any questions and look forward to working with you.
Thank you. We truly appreciate your great work across Virginia and the things that you have done throughout the nation to bring people together and just create an idea of folks feeling welcome. And I appreciate your appointment or your designee so far. Your background is certainly spectacular. Do you have any ideas for change or something that you see could be done different within the Secretary's office?
Well, when I have stepped into other roles before, I recognize that I'm standing on shoulders. That office has been run extraordinarily well for many, many years. And I often use the phrase, it's like a masterpiece in progress. So it is a masterpiece. I don't want to come in with the thinking that I can do it better than. I just want to, A, meet the people that are there, learn about what they are doing, stand on their great work, and figure out how we can maybe do it better, faster, more efficiently, and serve the people of Virginia. So I am so grateful for the past work that's been done there by the past Secretary of the Commonwealth, and look forward to working with her and others to continue to build on the great work that's already happened there.
Delegate O'Quinn?
Madam Chairman. Ms. James, thank you for being here today. We are excited about your nomination and certainly look forward to you serving the Commonwealth in this capacity. You referenced the sort of your philosophy on restoration of rights, and it's curious to hear you maybe expand on that a little bit and tell us about any direct experience that you might have in that arena.
Certainly. Many of you know that I grew up in Richmond, and actually am very proud of the fact that my start here was Creighton Court. I am proud of the fact that I'm a projects kid. Having said that, it would not surprise you then that within my sphere of family and friends, I know people who have been through our criminal justice system. As a result of that, the restoration of rights is something that is very personal and real for me. And as a result of that, just as an example, I partnered with a friend several years ago to do a project in Richmond to sort of bring people together to understand the importance of reentry. And I wanted to bring together all of the resources that those individuals might need. So we hosted a job fair, as an example. But it wasn't just a job fair, it was a resume fair. And we invited people to come in who were willing to hire folks who are our reentry citizens. And I fully expected, and the employers that we invited, I said, don't come unless you have real jobs and unless you are really willing to hire folks who are trying to reenter. And when we hosted that at a church over in Churchill, it was fascinating to me. We expected maybe 100, 200 people to show up that day. And as I stood up in the balcony and I looked down, it was incredible to see people who had put on their Sunday best, came with their children, resumes in hand, eager to go to work, eager to reenter. And we thought 100, maybe 200, and I think we processed over 600 people that day. So for me, it isn't just talk. It's actually having worked in this area and worked in building houses for reentry for people to come back into our workforce and enter society. So this is important to me, and that's why I said these individuals will not be treated as simply a stack of paper to be processed in the office, but will be treated as individuals with real stories, with real lives, with real families.
Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Thank you so much. If you have pushed your request to speak button and would instead just maybe raise your hand, I would appreciate that. This dashboard is not working. So do I see a couple hands over there? Okay, thank you. Delegate Van Valkenburg.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, congratulations on your appointment. I guess if I could just kind of ask maybe a two-part follow-up to that, short questions. One is, we've had two governors in a row who have really kind of accelerated rights restoration and done more than previous governors, and I wonder if the plan of this administration is to continue on that path, and the numbers that we've seen for rights restoration when people petition.
I want to make it clear it's not about numbers, it's about people. And every single request that comes into that office will be given great consideration. And I look forward to being a part of that process. And I know that this particular governor is one who is a governor that believes in second chances and a governor that believes in justice and mercy. So I think you're going to be pleased at what you see in this area of the Secretary of the Commonwealth.
Madam Chair, do you mind if I ask a real quick follow-up?
Quick follow-up.
Madam Chair, there's members of this body, I think bipartisan support, that think you shouldn't have the ability to restore rights because it should be automatic. And there's an amendment that's currently working its way through, and I wonder if you or the administration agrees that you should not have that right and that it should be automatic. Rights should automatically be restored.
You really expect me to stand up here and say I don't think I should have it right? I don't want to opine on the legislation. I have not seen it. I don't know what it is. I will operate well within the confines of the law, whatever it is that you in the General Assembly, along with the governor, decide.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome.
Delegate Adams.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for being here. Years ago, I was a college intern with the Allen administration, and I met you there those many years ago when you were Secretary of Health, and watched your career with interest since then. And so I was wondering if maybe you could comment on that. This is sort of a coming back for you to the executive office here in Virginia after such a really storied national career.
Sure.
And I'd like to hear some of your thoughts about, what you're thinking in terms of how things have changed and why you're looking to do that at this stage in your career.
Well, why I'm looking to do it is because the governor asked, and when governors ask, I typically don't say no. And he asked for a very important role, and I believe that this role is a very important one. And in the years between when I was here before and where I am now, it's been an amazing ride. And the opportunities that I've had to sort of hone some skills and having the opportunity to chair the National Coronavirus Commission, where we coined the phrase protecting lives and livelihoods, and sort of leading our nation through that. Having had the opportunity on 9/11 to head the American Civil Service at an incredible time in our country's history, to bring us together to respond at a moment like that, to work in bipartisan ways to get things done. I was so pleased when I walked in the building this morning and I saw the display out there on women's suffrage. And I just recently had the opportunity to chair the National Women's Suffrage Commission, working with both Republicans and Democrats and across the aisle to celebrate the accomplishments of women. I've learned a lot since those days, and I learned the importance of what it means to be what I've coined a new phrase, solutionist. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is be a solutionist, identify and solve problems on behalf of the people. And I think that there are people of goodwill on both sides of the aisle. And it's amazing what can get done when people are willing to put partisan politics aside, roll up their sleeves, and work on behalf of the people. And that's my desire. That's my goal. I kept my home in Richmond. I never let it go. So for me, this is coming home. And for me, it is sort of the capstone of a career and an opportunity to serve the great Commonwealth. And I'm so looking forward to it.
Thank you. Okay, we've got time for maybe one or two more questions, and then we need to adjourn. Okay. Okay, Delegate King.
Thank you. And thank you. This is my first in-person meeting, committee meeting, so bear with me. Thank you for taking the time today. You mentioned you were raised in Richmond, but I believe your bio said that you were born in Portsmouth. Is that right? So it's nice to see a fellow Portsmouthian. So I represent one of the most diverse, I believe actually the most diverse county in Virginia. Are you committed to, as you look at personnel and boards and commissions, are you committed to ensuring that there is diversity political ideology-wise, as well as being welcoming to diverse communities, including members of our LGBTQ plus community?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Can I say it any clearer?
Thank you.
I was born in Portsmouth, left there when I was a baby. And the story is, because my mother was so incredibly poor, we couldn't afford to go to the hospital. So I was born on the kitchen table at 98 Carver Circle.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything. We appreciate your time this morning and coming before the committee. And
Madam Chair.
Yep.
Are we on a time constraint this morning that we're trying to get out of here quick?
Some of us were. Did you have a question?
Well, some folks over here had more questions. People had their hands up.
Okay.
If we're in a time constraint, we can leave.
How about one more?
I don't really have a question, Madam Chair. I just wanted to congratulate you, Secretary Designee James, and I love your passion, and you have vast experience that it's really going to be a benefit to the Commonwealth. And I just wanted to say I look forward to working with you, especially with working with our Native people, which is a passion of mine. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Delegate Sickles.
Yeah, sure. I'll follow up. Thanks. Again, I can see why you've been so successful with such a winning personality. It's great to meet you in person. I've read about you in the paper over the years, and
it wasn't true.
It's not true. You're going to set the record straight over the next 4 years. Well, good. At one point, at least, you were having some problems with election outcomes last year. You weren't sure that the president actually won. Have you come to terms with that?
I was never unsure.
Okay. Well, good. Well, it's good to hear that. We handle election law here, and I think we do an outstanding job in Virginia, as you'll see. Maybe more closely over the next 4 years, but we've got a really good system, and a lot of people voted last year, and it is what it is. We want to make it. We want to make voting, at least on this side, accessible to everybody, and encourage everybody to vote. So,
as do I.
Terrific.
We really want to make sure that it's, the phrase, easy to vote, hard to cheat.
There you go.
There you go.
Madam Chair, one more follow-up. In our college and university systems, it's really important. We have a unique system in Virginia where we don't have an overarching control here in Richmond. Every school has their board of visitors. Could you comment a little bit on your philosophy on what we'll be doing to fill those board of visitors seats at our 16 colleges and universities?
Very easy. Working on behalf of the governor, working with the college presidents, identifying talent, identifying people who have skills that they need to help run their universities. Several of them have already reached out and contacted me about ideas that they have. It will be a collaborative relationship with the governor making the ultimate decisions.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here and answering our questions. We appreciate your participation and attendance this morning.
Well, thank you very much. And as I've said, I look forward to continuing this relationship. Call, if I am confirmed, call early and often, and we'll get a lot done on behalf of the citizens of the Commonwealth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, for the committee members, we have a great deal of work ahead of us. Once those bills are referred, we'll start beginning the subcommittee work. I know it's early in the morning, but we'll have to get to work fast, and we will be in person. So stay healthy. And that being said, this meeting is adjourned.